Hey everybody, welcome back to the Court of Random Opinion. My name is Lauren Neidigh. I was trying to figure out how to multicast, but I'm not doing it very well, so sorry about that. I gave up on TikTok. I'm gonna have to figure out TikTok later. It's just it's too much for right now to do in the moment. So anyways, I am on YouTube and Twitch right now. I haven't used my Twitch account in forever. Anyways, I was doing some deep dive today on the Team Justin Baldoni subreddit, and I found some interesting information. Allegedly, last weekend after the South by Southwest premiere of Another Simple Favor, Blake Lively was staying at a hotel in, I think it was Waco. And another guest at the hotel noticed there was a VIP coming, and they ended up seeing Blake and filmed her at some point coming in, and apparently some chaos followed. Now, I have reached out to this... Oh, sorry, Snizzle Ninja. I'll send you the link right now. I have reached out to this person, and I have asked her to join me on the show. However, I only just reached out, so it might be, probably tomorrow or something, or whenever, if they decide to check their messages and see like that I'm just a small YouTuber with like a little over 10K followers, which is not impressive, but it's impressive for me. So if she sees it and wants to come on the show, I hope that we can do that very, very soon. Let me send the link to my friend Snitzel Ninja so she can join me on this, because we're going to have some interesting stuff going on. I'm going to show you how I got to this, which was initially like these clips I feel like haven't been seen, at least not widely. And then I found from these clips, I was looking at the profiles that had posted and or commented, and I was like, oh my God, what is this? This is crazy. It is impressive. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you everybody for 13K. 13K. That's pretty cool. What days? It's Wednesday still. It's about to be Thursday. We're waiting for the judge to rule on that protective order, and you guys know I'm going to be on it like white on rice. I love white rice, so that helps. And when I do that, hopefully we'll get some more subs, and if we can get to 15 subs by the end of the week, I want to say we can do some like big goal or something, but I don't know. Let's put it this way. If I ever get to 50K subs, my 50K sub stream will be, which is going to be like years from now, but my 50K sub stream will be, I'm going to tattoo whatever out of the options the audience wants me to tattoo on my ass. Let's put it that way. But we're only at 13K, so we got a long way to go. So for 15K, I'll do something. I haven't decided what it is yet. If we can get to it by the end of the week, which would be Sunday. So one sec, let me find my friend here. Okay, there it is. Nope, not that one. Wrong friend. Just kidding. I only have one friend. Let's be honest. Okay. All right. And we'll hop into it in just a minute. Okay, guys? Hey, Bruce. What's going on? No perineum tattoo. I don't have a perineum. Hey, Snitzel Ninja's here. What's going on?
You do have a perineum.
I do not have a perineum. It's gone now.
It's gone. Oh, God.
No.
Oh, one big hole.
No, I just don't like to talk about my perineum. So, I'm a normal person.
You're the only one.
Yep, apparently. Apparently. All right.
And hello, everyone.
Yeah, right. So I found some interesting stuff on TikTok tonight. Somebody actually emailed me a link to this one clip, and we're going to go over these clips first. There's two of them. It's there's three of them actually. They're clips from the what was it, Book Bonanza? Yeah, the Book Bonanza, I think, screening of It Ends With Us. You know the one? You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Right? Okay, yeah. So we have some clips from that. And then from that, after I was looking at that, I found some other really interesting stuff from a woman who apparently was staying at the same hotel as Blake after the South by Southwest premiere last weekend. And Blake was not nice, apparently.
Insane.
Allegedly. Yes. So yeah, if she wants to come on the show, like I was just telling these guys, I'm happy to have her. They've been tagging, like, people have been tagging like Candace and Perez and whoever in the comments, and I was just like, no, hey, me, tiny person over here, you can come on my show. I mean, no one will see it, but still.
Oh, if she does, people will see it. Everyone will see it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Blake will see it.
I prefer she didn't. To be honest. It's kind of like how I feel about Laura Owens. I prefer they don't watch.
True. Very true.
I say rude things, and I don't want to hurt people. Salad Lamp.
Can't help it.
Yeah, right. Salad Lamp says, Lauren, you should get a stainless steel water bottle reason microplastics. Well, you know what? You want to buy me a stainless steel water bottle that holds this much water? I'll drink from it. How about that?
You have something that holds like half that much.
Yeah, true, but I want the whole thing. So all right, let's get into how I came across this information, shall we? So
also, I'm getting over the flu, so I sound awful.
Well, you always sound like shit, so it doesn't matter.
You always sound like
shit. No, I eat shit. That's different.
That's why I sound like it.
I'm calling your husband. All right. Anyways, so this person on the Team Justin Baldoni subreddit, and I'm gonna butcher this. Eli Riker? Is that it? I don't know. But they're a mega sleuth apparently. Anyways, and this is we're getting to the path to how we found the person who was harassed. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this first because I haven't seen these before today. So, the Team Justin Baldoni subreddit, you can see it right up here. They've got lots of interesting stuff on there. We read that Reddit theory. I know Dave also read it. Zach Peter also read it. Read the post from Reddit. No. So there's lots of good stuff on here. It's kind of interesting, and check it out. But first, we're going to go through these clips of the It Ends With Us screening from Book Bonanza, apparently. And Blake, I want you guys to watch Blake because she's going to take all that applause like she was the fucking director. So, have you seen this?
No, not yet.
Oh, you're not going to like it. All right, and there's 3 parts, guys. Remember, this is part 1. Hold on. I gotta say, the music mashup here from what's playing on the screen and what's playing in the background of the theater is pretty fucking awful. Like, my ears are bleeding. I'm gonna roll it back a little bit for you guys, just so you can think really hard about how terrible it is while you're forced to listen to it. All right. All right, so that was clip 1, and I've got clip 2 for you guys right here. But like I said, this is where she starts to act like she was the director and take all the credit and all that stuff. Was Colleen pushing her off? No. She and Colleen, you'll see here, they were very chummy. And also, Brandon Sklenar, Unbuttered Toast fan and Wet Sock enthusiast, was on her right. Very buddy-buddy with her, and you'll see that, so... Oh, what?
You nailed it!
Why don't I, And she says something about toxic masculinity, but the applause was too loud for me to hear the first part of it. I'm going to turn the volume all the way up and full screen it for you guys, just in case someone in the chat can tell what she's saying, but I really did try my best, and I still couldn't, so hold on. Let me pull that back a bit and go.
You nailed it!
Something toxic masculinity. You guys made me cry.
to all of us. So, and Colleen is the mother. She really is my role here. So thank you for seeing it with us.
Thank you.
So much. Thank you. I'm so excited y'all got to experience this with us.
Thank you.
See it again on this
Yes.
And that was an unfinished version of it, by the way. So somebody asked if I could put subtitles on so it'll read what she said. I tried that. I promise you, I tried that like 4 different ways, and I couldn't get anything to read it. No. It's something toxic masculinity, and you like can't hear the first part of it because of the unfortunate noise of the crowd. But wait, what is happening here? The face of a sunflower at the center of your butt. What is there a context for this comment, guys? Because I just looked into the chat and that's what I saw. I'm not saying that I was drawn to it per se. I'm just saying that's all I saw when I looked in the chat. So
I missed it too.
So she did direct it then. No, she did fucking not. But she was acting like the director here for sure. And of course, Justin was not allowed to attend the Book Bonanza thing or any of the events with the cast. And we know why that is now. So in case anyone is new to this channel and you haven't figured out, I'm very biased towards Justin's side. And I'm not apologetic about that, but I am honest about it. All
But
right.
also you got there by looking at the evidence because you didn't care either way.
Yeah.
Before you started covering it.
No, because when I first read Blake's first complaint, I remember people in my chat were getting mad at me. They were like, no, he said this and this isn't. I'm like, guys, slow down. I'll read his thing too, but I'm just reading hers right now. And I was like, very much like trying to, remain impartial or whatever.
Yeah.
Why Page says 100K for an ass tattoo. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go half of that. I'd probably go for 50, but we'll see.
Half-ass? You're gonna half-ass it?
Oh yeah, maybe one cheek and then the other for 100K. We'll see. we get left cheek for 50K and right cheek for 100K. Right cheek's better. Just saying. You'll have to take my word for it on that. But like I said, I'm only at 13K subs, so we have a little while to go. Anyways, that was the second clip, and here is the third. And then I'll show you how I got to the alleged harassment videos.
Grapevine Saturday night to screen her new movie It Ends With Us. Actress Blake Lively was in Grapevine Saturday night to screen her new movie It Ends With Us.
We're here to show the first like real screening of It Ends With Us to fans.
The movie was shown at the theater at Grapevine Mills exclusively for a few hundred attendees of Book.
Hold on, who was that guy on the left saying? Oh, it's Brandon. Okay.
Exclusively for a few hundred attendees of Book Bonanza.
You'll see like some like maybe tape on the walls and like music that's gonna, the score's not done, things that'll like, tweak and change. By and large, it's the movie you'll see, but please go see it again August 9th because it'll be even better. And we're nervous for you to see it today, but also just so excited because I feel like I can trust that you guys know that it's not totally done, but you still really love it, and we hope you do.
And this was after that interview that we saw recently where she said, she stole a cut of the film and brought it to Book Bonanza. That's what these 3 clips were from. Anyways, I started going down the rabbit hole here. Oh my God, Zach, thank you for the $2. Lauren has half Asperger's. I hate you, but I love you.
That's great.
Yeah, he's my man has graduated. He's holding dead deer antlers now instead of dead fish. So thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, Zach is modding the chat, so we appreciate him.
Thank you for at least
all right. Okay, so I started to go down the rabbit hole of comments on this subreddit, the Team Justin Baldoni subreddit. If you guys didn't hear that the first 7 times I mentioned it, that is where you can find lots of cool information apparently and lots of clips I haven't seen before. I don't know if you guys have seen that before, but I had not. I don't think my friend here said she hasn't. So
I hadn't.
These videos for sure though, I have never seen these before. Hello, expert. What's going on, my man? Okay, so we have a woman here who said she was at the same hotel as Blake after the South by Southwest premiere of Another Simple Favor last weekend. And apparently, Blake and her inner circle who were there had harassed her and called her fat, basically. So I'm going to show you guys the TLDR version first, and then we're going to watch the whole thing because there's 4 parts. And it's like a lot more detailed and a lot longer, but let's first watch this little short version in case anybody needs the shortcut like me because I have ADHD. All right. So hang on. This is the shortcut version here. And like I said, I invited this woman to come on my show. So if she sees my messages, that's great. If not, then that sucks. And I will cry about it for the rest of my life. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to forget about it by like next week.
Be persistent.
But yeah. Anyways, if she wants to come on, she can. But let's see.
Giving myself 60.
You hear the volume on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good.
Okay, couple comments like this. Giving myself 60 seconds. Short version. Let's go. My mom and I were staying at Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas this weekend. Blake Lively and her team were staying there as well after South by Southwest in Austin on Friday night. We found this out from all the hotel staff. Ended up recording her coming into the hotel lobby. We were just hanging out, people watching. Her team caught wind of this, I believe. Maybe saw me recording her on the security camera. Did not like this. Thought maybe I recorded something they didn't want out there. Didn't want me to see, whatever. Next morning, we kind of were being followed by her security guard a little bit on the way out, checking out of the hotel. Blake Lively herself comes out, starts recording us, says hi to get us to look up at her, circles our car, gets the car information, license plates, all that. Online harassment started the next day. Her lawyer, her social media person, her nanny were looking at my stories. They ended up making troll accounts, and someone called me fat. Long versions are on here if you want them.
You're muted.
I was just saying what an ugly troll you are. No, I was just saying we want the long versions and we're going to watch them together.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the TLDR version right there. And apparently this was pretty bad.
So
I
it's
want
not
to,
even-
yeah.
She's
hold on.
saying that one of the, I'm sure she'll go into detail, but did you take it as she's saying that one of the troll accounts called her fat?
We're going to find out because I watched this TLDR and then I watched part 1 and that was 9 minutes. And then, so there's 4 parts. So we're going to watch 4 parts together and we're going to get to the bottom of what the fuck actually happened here. And like I said, if she wants to come on my show, if she happens to see this or sees my DM or whatever, happy to have her just to talk about what happened here. So here is part 1 of this entire encounter, and it's 9:29. We'll probably pause in between some stuff that she's saying here, just so I can get some comments in, and also so it's not like a total copyright. You know what I mean? Not that everyone's a David Gingras, but you know, it is what it is. And if you've been with my channel for longer than a month, you know that Easter egg. So, all right, guys, let's get started here. I'll mute myself and then I'll pause and comment.
Did Blake Lively's inner circle really call me fat? Let's dive into it. Hi, my name is Caitlin. I live in Texas, and I'm just sharing my story. With all the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni drama going on, I feel like this is a bizarre turn of events from just a little mom and me trip that I went on this weekend to Waco, Texas, and I would love to share it with you guys. If you've been following along on Instagram, I've shared a little bit here and there. Just things went from like just a normal little trip to Blake Lively's inner circle, her attorney, her social media girl, and one of her nannies, and a bunch of mysterious incognito accounts following me and harassing me. So a little backstory here. This trip was actually supposed to happen back in September. I was pregnant in June, suffered a miscarriage in August, and my mom and I wanted a little getaway after all of that going on in September. We ended up having to reschedule the trip. We rescheduled it for springtime as an early birthday celebration for my mom. So we went this past weekend. We just stayed one night. The hotel is super expensive, but beautiful. If you don't know, it's like
All right, so obviously you can see the sign for 1928 Hotel behind her, and apparently this is like a huge, kind of deal for them. She's been through a lot this year. She's going with her mom. They're just trying to have a good time. And then as she's going to tell you, Why are you watching this, learning, enjoying me behaving? without liking the post. Well, thank you for the $10, my friend. And this is someone who comments on my channel pretty often, so I know it's not a jerk.
That's good.
Thank you for the $10. I have multiple TikTok accounts. My personal TikTok account, like my personal Instagram account, is private. So I've liked it from there, but you can't see it, obviously, because I'm not on that right now. I'm on my YouTube channel related accounts. So that's why. Hopefully it helps.
And again, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for your money. Yeah, for real though, dude. All right. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody here.
I wish I got paid to answer questions like that.
I will pay you to answer questions like that. But you have to do a live stream first. Can we have a super chat goal, please? A moist one. I'll come up with one while we're listening to this. I hate that I just said the word moist, and for those of you who are newer here, the word moist is
Her favorite
horrifying
word
to me. It's horrifying, absolutely disgusting. All right, anyways.
So it's like $400 to $500 a night, and then you have to pay for valet fees, all that good stuff. So we were going on a little mother and daughter trip just to get away from everything. My husband and I have been struggling with fertility for about a year and a half now, including the miscarriage. And so we just wanted some time away together. Okay, so this will come into play a little bit later, but this is their little gift shop. It's right inside the lobby. So when we got there, we headed to the check-in desk. There was a super strange energy in the air. All of the employees seemed very frantic, like they weren't really paying attention to us. They were like preoccupied. Then we saw a florist or somebody bring in a bunch of like beautiful floral arrangements. We thought, oh, just a wedding or an event going on. They've got like a ballroom and people get married here. This is Chip and Joanna's hotel. So if you're not familiar, it's Hotel 1928 in Waco. They restored it and all that good stuff. It's got a show, all that. So part of the Magnolia entities connected with Chip and Joanna. So we get checked in. We ask the front desk person, like, what's going on? Is there a wedding? And she's like, no, actually, we've got a big VIP staying here this weekend. And she basically told us, like, oh, if you stick around, you might see the VIP. So we were like, oh, okay. Obviously, that put us on alert to what was kind of going on. We got up to our room, checked in, hung out for a while. We had reservations planned later on for dinner at the Hotel Birdies on the Rooftop, which is a really cute restaurant here. So yeah, we're going about our normal day. Okay, this is a little kind of like lounge. They have a bunch of them throughout the hotel. If you're not familiar with the hotel, it's got like, I think 36 rooms, super tiny. It's like 3 floors total, but the 3rd floor, I believe, is just the ballroom, the restaurant, maybe a few rooms. I'm not sure. The 2nd floor is the floor that has all the rooms. So everyone kind of stays on the same floor. Very small boutique hotel. So we hung out here for a bit. We were like,
I'm really surprised that she would stay at that hotel, to be honest. But I'm not like, I mean, I guess it's kind of like you wouldn't expect someone with a high profile and need of security at this point. And let's make no mistake, she does need security at this point. You wouldn't expect them to stay at a small hotel like this where it's like everything's very accessible, apparently. So it's kind of interesting to me, but let's continue listening to this story.
we were like, oh, maybe we'll, if we just hang out, we'll kind of see stuff going on, whatever. So we were hanging out here, and there is a like large suite on this floor, and the cleaning staff had the door open. They were frantically cleaning. The florist was bringing in the flowers. So we were like, okay, VIP's got to be staying in this room. It's like pretty obvious. I ended up looking up online and just kind of seeing like, oh, is this like, do they have suites here? Like, what's the deal? This is like a 12-person suite on this floor. Their biggest one, it takes up like a whole part of the 2nd floor, but just like right up against every other room on this floor. So it was very obvious to us and probably everyone else staying at this hotel that this is kind of what was going on. This is where the VIP was going to be. All the staff was openly talking about the VIP staying here, what they were doing to prepare, all that stuff. Fast forward a bit, we've got our dinner reservation in the evening, so we go up to Birdies on the Rooftop, which is shown here. We heard, more buzz in the air. Everyone was kind of whispering. The guests, a lot of people come there just for the restaurant, so it was like hotel guests, not hotel guests. The elevators didn't even have any sort of like protection, so anyone could go up. You didn't even have to tap your card, nothing. So basically,
that's what I'm talking about. That's crazy for somebody in the middle of a huge nationally, a national interest story, like that's crazy. So that's why, again, because I couldn't get a hold of this person to get her on the show, but she is trying to get on other much larger shows, which is what makes me think like there's some credibility to her story. She's not going to come on, and apparently she has that video of Blake in the hotel that she just hasn't posted yet. So that's why I wanted to include obviously the story in the stream and kind of go over the stuff. But like I do reserve a little tiny grain of salt just because like this setting, this environment is not wise for Blake Lively at this time, to be honest, because people are nuts.
Do you think it would be to save money because she's spending so much on the lawsuit right now?
Dude, honestly, I think a hotel for a couple nights, like that's nothing.
Well,
And
yeah.
that's honestly, that's probably something Paul Feig or the company that whoever, funded the movie could pay for. I doubt it, honestly. So I don't see her, who insists on having meetings in the penthouse, being somebody who has to stay
True.
at a small
Yeah.
hotel. So it's just
Yeah.
a little confusing to me. But like I said, I'll keep a little grain of salt. But my mind is obviously open. Let's keep going.
So basically anyone that goes in has all access to the hotel, which means this is like a very not incognito hotel, very public hotel, very popular on Instagram, social media, TV, all that good stuff. So turns out our server knew who was staying there. And then we later found out all of the staff did know. So every single person that worked for Hotel 1928 knew exactly who was going to be there, knew what room they were going to be in, basically all the details of this visit. All the staff were in on and openly discussing it the whole time. So our server ended up telling us that Blake Lively herself was going to be there, apparently for a meeting with Joanna Gaines. And we were like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy with everything going on in the news. I had personally been following the case, team Justin Baldoni personally, and we heard the restaurant, the main guy at the restaurant say like VIP in the house, and talking to the other, workers, staff members, saying like she was downstairs and they were, coming in and checking in and whatnot. So yeah, it was just like a whole bunch of madness. Honestly, like I don't know how somebody could not pick up on what was going on. Very big deal across the board. So we had our dinner. We ended up getting like a little free cheesecake because we were celebrating my mom's birthday. We took it up to the room, kind of just chilled out for a little bit. What came downstairs and just kind of explored the hotel. I was taking pictures. Love to take pictures of places I go.
Like I said, guys, this is the much longer version, obviously, but I still want to hear everything she has to say. We did listen to that TLDR version, so, but. Somebody had asked, is Waco close to Austin? It's about an hour and a half away, but I feel like that's not unusual for somebody famous who is going to an event where there's going to be lots of people around, especially, if she wants like a quiet environment that she's not going to get attacked at. I feel like Waco is a pretty close distance. It'd be kind of like somebody coming to my town for a concert and then staying in a hotel in Gainesville. It's just kind of smart.
And much smaller.
Yeah, it's smart to distance yourself. I feel like a little bit. An hour and a half is nothing really, especially when she was just going to the event there and then went back to the hotel. It's like it's not that far. So that part I don't find to be, incredible, I guess, in a literal sense. All right.
For Instagram, so I was doing some of that. We were just kind of checking things out. There's lots to see in the hotel. It's very interesting, like very well done. And again, we were hearing lots of buzz from the employees, like people were, kind of running around frantically, whispering, talking about what was going on. And obviously we were kind of like in the know at this point, as I'm sure, many of the people staying there kind of picked up on too. So we just kind of decided we would hang out. So again, front desk person told us if we camped out, if we stuck around, we might see the VIP. So we're like, okay, this is pretty cool. Not many celebrity run-ins.
So what she's saying, is starting to kind of answer the questions we're seeing in the chat here. Austin to Waco is 1.5 hours, and Austin has much better high-rise hotels. So I'm going to say, like, she's not there for the view. She's probably been there a gazillion times. Like I said, it's not that unusual for somebody to stay farther away when they're going to an event like this and they're a celebrity. So I want to be like both, critical to an appropriate extent, but also not writing things off here. Because I've been to these events with, and I have a lot of Australian viewers somehow, with the actresses from Wentworth, who I make their show reels, and I go to these conventions and I I get to see them, and it's pretty cool. And the first time we ever did an event like that, they stayed at the same. They ended up staying at the same hotel as the rest of the fans, and at least one of them was like getting, like she couldn't just like live her life and visit America with her husband or her partner or whatever. She was like having fans constantly bombarding her and stuff like that. So now they stay further away. They stay, off where people can't find them and shit like that. So
Hey, I have something to add real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me get this up. Okay, so the people, okay, Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas is owned by Chip and Joanna Gaines. And apparently they did like a whole like rehaul of this makeover of this hotel. And Blake knows those people, and there are articles of her, like Blake Lively fangirls over Chip and Joanna Gaines during New York City restaurant run-in. And then that was from October 23rd, 2024. And it says it ends with a star previously said she's obsessed with the Magnolia founders during a 2016 interview. So it looks like at least she is not a random hotel to her. She knows the owners, and she likes them apparently.
All right. Okay.
I'll send the links in the backstage chat, private chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never heard of that at all, but she wasn't kidding. It's long. Hey, this is part 1 of 4. That's why I played the TLDR in the beginning, but we're gonna listen to it anyways, because if she wants to tell us her story, she's gonna tell us her story, damn it. And we're gonna sit here, okay? And we're gonna listen to it, because if not, I would be asleep, and I don't do that anymore. So okay, let me pull that up. Let's see. Blake Lively fangirls over Chip and Joanna Gaines during NYC restaurant run-in. Okay. And this is October. Okay. So that's 5 months ago. All right. Having an animated conversation with the Magnolia founders in NYC. Okay. She's been a longtime fan of Chip and Joanna.
There might even be more articles, so I just don't
yeah. Here we go. Chip and Joanna are based in Waco, Texas, where they've been building their Magnolia empire. The couple who got married in 2003 share 5 children together. All right. So Waco, Texas, like you said. When asked if she'd ever reach out to Chip and Joanna directly to become best friends, Lively responded, "Well, is that a thing? Should I be reaching out to you?
Will you be my BFF? Yes or no?
Don't pressure me in public. You know how I feel about public proposals. Okay.
It makes my perineum itch.
All right. When asked if she'd ever reach out to Chip and Joanna directly to become best friends, Lively responded, "Why do you assume that I haven't done that?" All right. I hate when she's funny.
She probably actually has. She probably actually has done that.
Yeah. She then explains how their friendship was born, noting that her husband, Ryan Reynolds, was also involved in the special moment. "It was the first thing that we did. This is why we started social media. My husband and I realized the power of social media. We were like, if we tweet them, do they respond? Is that kind of like emailing them, but cheating, because it's like a public email. Maybe I should have tweeted at the girl in this video. That would have helped." I don't know if she's on Twitter, but all right. Let me see. What else do we got here? Should we be reading this one?
That's just showing that they own the hotel, and it talks about their story. Oh, not that one. That's
not that one. Okay.
No, you can look at that one. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the last one I said. This one's good.
No. Okay. All right. So the network has become an industry juggernaut, turning its personalities into celebrities who are often more familiar and more followed than actors, musicians, and models, like Chip and Joanna Gaines. So these people who own the hotel, apparently. Here's the thing that shows that they own it. Where is it? Right here. When Chip and Joanna Gaines partnered with AJ Capital Partners. So this is all adding up, guys.
So it's just showing. I just want that one to show, like, yes, they own the hotel. It's on the website.
Right. So I would never even seen that. How did you know that?
I just Googled Blake Lively, Waco, Texas.
Dude.
And that came up.
Man, whatever. Your Google's on crack or something. I don't know. Oh, gosh. I forgot about the super chat goal. Drunk Turtle. Let me put that there. And while we watch the rest of this, hang on. We're almost done with part 1 of 4. So hang on.
This is like Waco, Texas, very sleepy little town. pretty much just known for the Magnolia entities. So we were hanging out. We kind of camped out on the little lounge couch here in front of the fireplace, and we were just kind of, moving around. They have lots of different little lounge areas, people watching, all that good stuff. Okay, so this is the couch, the little lounge area. So the lobby would be like right here. And so we were just hanging out on this little couch, again, people watching, seeing if we, could see anybody or, figure out what was going on a little more.
I just want to say, you can just say if you're stalking. I mean, we've kind of done it at some point, so just say you're stalking. That's fine too. Oh, there's pictures of her and Chip and Joanna on Instagram. Hang on. All right, so this is definitely adding up, guys. Okay, so that's, yeah, okay. The pictures of them on Instagram. But yeah, I just wanted to say it's okay if you were just stalking to see which celebrity was there. We're all curious, especially if someone famous is around. So if you were stalking, girl, it's okay. As long as you weren't being rude or violent or bothering them in any sense, just like watching in the lobby, whatever. Right. It's not the end of the world.
I have this camera circled up here because this will come into play. So basically we sat down here for a few hours. We were reading magazines. We had the spring issue of, the Magnolia magazine with Joanna Gaines. We ended up bringing down like our cheesecake and just kind of hanging out and people watching. So many interesting people coming through this hotel. And we ended up kind of hearing just more talk. People were talking about, a private area in the restaurant that was blocked off for Blake Lively. And her crew to eat, I guess, or something. Like it was, 3,000 square feet of the restaurant that they had blocked off for her. So she was definitely getting, the special treatment the whole time. This was a Saturday night, so it was pretty busy. People were coming in and out. But it seemed like, their main focus was definitely the fact that there was a VIP coming to stay. And, we were there for a little bit, hoping that we would kind of see something. Obviously, she's a celebrity, so it's, would really be really cool. Or like my mom was hoping we'd see Joanna Gaines. We were big fans before all this went down. And yeah, so we ended up, again, like I said, camping out. And then, probably about like 7, the employees started like openly talking about how she was coming. That, she was on her way and like what they were going to do when she got there, all of that. So, long story short, I had my phone and I was, filming a celebrity, as one does. And, she ended up walking through the door in the main entrance in the lobby about, like 7:15 or something like that. And I had my phone up, like kind of slightly recording, and, they brought her in. It was just her. She was on crutches. And her, like a security personnel that she had with her. And then just the main hotel girl that was kind of like walking them in. And I'm going to get cut off. So like and follow for part 2.
Sorry, I did it again. Don't worry, we're going to go to part 2 just now. And I'm going to go to the bathroom while she's talking. Bruce says this TikTok needs the SpongeBob 5 hours later screen. Shut up. She did do a TLDR version, guys. We already played that, but I do want to hear all the details. And it helps because we listened to part 1, and then I didn't even know that stuff about the hotel owners, which adds a lot of credibility to this person's story. So, and my friend here had to point that out to me because I have no idea who these people are, because I spend my free time doing jigsaw puzzles and staying away from people. So I don't know.
And Joanna follows Blake on Instagram, just by the way. Checking.
Okay, so this totally tracks, guys. Palaver Girl, I feel so old when I see these. Huh?
They follow each other. I just checked.
Well, good for them, I guess. Must be nice. I feel so old when I see these youngin SM sleuths. So she's not like she's not even like a sleuth, dude. Like this person's just like a random person who was in the hotel. But let's hear what happened after that. Okay. Where is part 2? And mind you, at some point, TikTok got one of these taken down for bullying, and it got restored on appeal. But like,
oh wow!
So just mind you, obviously something's going on here.
and who would want to report that?
And she's going to explain it very well as to why that happened, because obviously a lot of people, she could see a lot of people in the inner circle there started watching her stories and stuff, and then all of a sudden, oh, it got reported. What happened? All right, let's. I'll play. I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay.
While this is playing.
Circle Call Me Fat. Let's dive into it. Part 2. If you're new here and not sure what's going on, go watch part 1 and then come back to this. So picking up where we left off in part 1, Blake Lively comes in the lobby with her security person and with one of the hotel staff escorting her. We're camping out on the little green couch that I showed in the last video. Immediately when she walks in, she spots us sitting on the couch, looking kind of right at her. My phone's up, trying to be sly because it's a celebrity, you know. Clearly, you know, they kind of made eye contact with us and like noticed that we were there. It was a very small little lobby. Not many people around in that little area. Most people were kind of like in the restaurant. We were just camping out, people watching. First thing she does when she comes in is kind of put her hand like over her face a little bit, and then ask the security or not security person, the hotel staff member if she could go grab a hat in the gift shop, likely to kind of like protect her identity a little bit more. So they walk in there, they go grab a hat, likely for free because, you know, it's Blake Lively, and then they come back out right towards us at the elevators. So again, we're sitting here on this couch, slyly recording her, just kind of like watching everything go down. Obviously, we're kind of like starstruck, like not really sure what's going on type of thing. She's on crutches. I think I maybe mentioned that in the first one. I don't know if that was just part of like the, you know, being incognito type of thing. She was at South by Southwest the night before in Austin, Texas for her premiere of A Simple Favor 2 with like Anna Kendrick and all them. Don't think Ryan Reynolds was there. I think she was solo. But you know, we were here kind of just scoping things out, and they walked straight towards us. They were like 2 feet from us. They got in the elevator. Her security guy kind of like turned around and like looked at us sitting on the couch, and then they like, you know, went up to their room. And yeah. So we kind of camp out there just for a little longer, you know, not too much action. We did see her children, some, you know, people with her children. Blake Lively was not with them, probably to kind of keep them separate, just, you know, for private, like to keep things more privacy and a little more on the down low. But her security guy was kind of escorting them. They had like a, you know, section of the restaurant blocked off saying private event, closed for private event. Again, the staff was, you know, going crazy, frantic. People kept checking in with each other saying, is everything good? You know, kind of like that. This black door right here, I think that was like their staff room or, you know, their back room, because it was like constantly in and out of this door the whole night, grabbing stuff and talking to each other, talking about the VIP, talking about Blake, all that. So this was like their little headquarters for the staff at Hotel 1928. So later on, yeah, like I said, we saw, you know, the children kind of coming and going, and the security guy definitely, like, you know, was aware that we were sitting there, kind of watching everything, and I think, you know, definitely arose some suspicion there with that, just because it was her children, her nannies. You know, it's been stated online that they don't have nannies. I don't know if this is like a new thing just with the case and they need extra help, but the children all had a nanny with them, or somebody, you know, that looked like a nanny with them. So eventually we kind of just were like, okay, you know, the action's over. We're going to just go up to our room for the night, watch TV, hang out, and, you know, carry on with our trip. Okay, I showed this little lounge area. It was on the second floor of the hotel, which is where all the rooms were. Showed it in part 1, so we'll come back to this. So we, you know, got up the next morning, and we were, you know, getting ready for our breakfast reservation. We had a reservation at their other restaurant that was on site. The brasserie, I think it's called, downstairs. So we were just, you know, going to do that. We didn't have, you know, much on the plan for the day. So we walk out of our room, and we actually had to walk past the room, the big suite that Blake was staying in. Like every time we had to go to our like room, basically, onto the elevators, as did most people. So it was like pretty much kind of like close to the elevators, this big old suite that, you know, clearly is for special people. And so we walk out and we notice that there's an armed guard in the hallway. So this was something new. So up until this point, she only had her just like little security guy that was in like regular clothes, like no one else with her aside from him.
Well, oh,
I was talking that entire time. I'm
Oh.
sorry. Yeah, I just forgot to turn my stuff back on.
I was like, are you done going to the bathroom?
My bad. No, my bad, guys. So, KP, if you take out the ums, I bet it trims down to 2 videos. Guys, let her tell her story, you know? Like, we've been through the TLDR, so she did do a 1-minute version for us that we already watched. But we want to hear all the details because the details lend more credibility to this story, as we just figured out her friends own the hotel in the last video. So this is only part 2, and we're going to keep going. And yeah. Jody Bucket says, damn, this girl remembered everything. Well, if you ran into somebody who was in the middle of a high profile case and she acted like a bitch to you, wouldn't you remember everything? So yeah. Also, some people can just do that. I have very poor memory recall, to be honest, working memory and all that. But that's just how my brain's wired. But yeah, some people can just remember that stuff.
And see, I remember like all of the erroneous shit. Like I am someone who would remember all of these like stupid details. And it would help imprint in more in my memory if, like you said, you see someone like that. It just kind of solidifies it all into this memory.
Well, between the two of us, then we should be average. I don't even remember who you are.
Who? That's good. Don't.
Oh, sorry. The YouTube doesn't like when I SMOKE the WED. Really? Yeah.
Does it change the algorithm?
I don't know, man. I just got this when I was downstairs. So. All right. Anyways, let's keep watching part 2. All right. How about it?
And I did some searching, and it's not her normal security guard that she's had for like 13 years. So this was probably just somebody that like Chip and Joanna, you know, maybe someone local. I don't really know what the situation was, but that they had for her there. So probably because people would recognize her security guard if they knew her. I wouldn't, because I'm not like a huge Blake Lively fan or anything, but I'm sure if you are, you would probably pick that up. So yeah, so this was like really weird. So armed security guard in the hallway, and he looked really similar to the people that we saw, like the security people that we saw,
thank you, Shizzy Wiznut and his fans for popping in. I appreciate you guys. I love you, Shizzy. Hope you're having a good night.
Name.
Yeah, I met Shizzy here in Jacksonville. He's supposed to be coming back, so I'll meet him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we'll
That's
see.
Awesome.
All right, let's let this lady keep talking about how she was fat shamed by America's most hated lady. Okay.
Day before at Magnolia, on the grounds of Magnolia. So it was probably somebody from there that they pulled over, just I guess for added protection. I don't really know if you know the supposed meeting was happening that day or whatever. If Joanna was in the room and she needed extra protection, like I don't really know what the situation was. So this is all just speculation, of course. But the grounds of Magnolia are closed on Sunday. So I was also like, maybe, you know, this is a trip for Blake to get away from all the craziness. And, you know, if they're friends with Chip and Joanna and they're offering up, you know, for her to stay there and take the kids to Magnolia, I don't really know. These are all just kind of like my, you know, ideas that were spinning around in my head because I didn't realize that there was a connection between Chip and Joanna and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, but up until this point, and just like kind of had no idea why they would even be like associating. So yeah, again, we saw an armed guard in the hallway. We were kind of like, this is weird. He was just standing by the elevators, kind of with a view of the suite, just keeping an eye out on things. So we just, you know, hopped in the elevator, went down and got our breakfast. So here's the breakfast restaurant that we...
Yeah, she does go into a lot of detail, guys. I'm not going to lie, but she's telling her story and we're going to listen to it, damn it. All right. I just also wanted to note, Tiana W says this beautiful non-obese gal called fat. What a joke. Well, let me tell you, every time someone tells me I'm fat, I have to keep writing it down because I keep forgetting. It just sucks. It's so hard. All right.
We're eating at the brasserie in the hotel, first floor of the hotel. We were like kind of off to the side by the windows, had a really great breakfast. Again, employees were still stirring, talking about what was going on. People were kind of running all around again. Same thing kind of as the day before. And we did notice that her security person was kind of running around too, talking to people. He ended up like sitting down at a like long booth that was like kind of off, you know, far in the back. And the night before, when the kids were, I guess, eating in the private room, eating dinner, whatever, he was also in this restaurant, but like camped out at the bar, which is kind of behind this wall here. And then when they like needed to be escorted, he would go and like escort them. So he definitely was trying to remain, out of sight, kind of just like hidden type of thing in regular clothes, like I said. But this morning he was sitting facing us. We didn't think anything of it. He was like in the back. There was, tons of people eating there at the restaurant. But we obviously, were noticing kind of the whispers and the talk and all of that. So enjoy our breakfast, go kind of back to the lobby, back through the lobby.
Good to know it wasn't disgusting, guys. The details are important, like I said. Anyways, like I said, we listened to that TLDR a little bit ago, and we'll listen to it again at the end. So we're just going to keep listening to these details. I like that you're late night, Lauren, but this girl's putting me to sleep. Well, it is late at night, like you just said. Is that not the goal? I mean, let's be honest. All right, we're almost done with part 2, guys, kind of.
Lobby, and then we were going to head upstairs to get our stuff ready to check out. So here's kind of this like front little area of the restaurant that we were eating at, and then the lobby was like off to this side. And again, we kind of noticed like some weird things, like the security guy was like talking to a girl that didn't look like she didn't look like she was a guest, and she didn't look like she was a hotel person, but it kind of seemed like they were whispering and chatting about Blake. I don't know, like maybe she was associated with her or whatever. I mean, I'm sure that there was staff present that we just like didn't see. Again, she was staying in like a 12-person suite. And I, with the nannies and, so I'm sure there were other people
that make 12-person
with her
suites
there too. But yeah, so we kind of went up here and headed back up to the room. Quick little drink break. Got my electrolytes here, my needed hydration support, and my Armor colostrum. Not sponsored.
Oh, that's what I was concerned about. Hang on.
And as we were...
Girl, you're great, but I'm trying to get to the point here so I can go to bed.
But like walking from our room to the elevators to go down, we like the security guard was kind of still there, the armed guard, and then her security person was upstairs now. Kind of like in the hallway, in one of the hallways, like on his phone. And so like, obviously we didn't think anything of that. We're just like, oh, somebody's on the move kind of thing. And it turns out, I think it might've been us that they were watching, that were on the move. And this is where it really gets interesting. So hop in the elevator. We've got all of our bags. I don't know if I already said that, but we spent so much money at the Magnolia Entities that weekend. So me and my mom each had like armfuls of shopping bags, and we've got our overnight bags. We head down, we check out, and then we kind of camp out by this little front area, kind of the bellhop area, while we wait for the valet to pull up our car. And I'm going to get cut off again at 10 minutes. So you know the drill. Like and follow for part 3.
Muted.
I said we're over halfway there. We can do this. We can do this. We're over halfway there. I want to hear all the details just in case something else comes up where we're like, oh, no, that actually tracks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And also, it just started getting interesting per what she said. I think she's cool, and I don't mind her stories because I like listening to people talk. However, I know some people in the chat are complaining, so I would just remind you to be kind to our new friend here because she's trying to tell us about a shitty experience that she had with the person we're all mad at.
Surprise, it's actually me.
No, it's not. You don't sound like that.
Oh my god, yes I do. I totally sound like that, and like it was when I was going on the street.
Guys, where'd she go? What?
I'm on your screen.
No. What? Anyways, moving on to part 3, because what the fuck just happened to my friend here? Oh, hang on, let me read these. Is it okay to supercharge her now? You can always supercharge her. Of course, Blake would love a designer who puts the homeowner's huge initials on those walls. Hey, man, if you got fuck you money, you got fuck you money. I don't know. Do what you want with it. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. Maybe you could get rid of some of your income and give it to some paramedic friends of mine, but, whatever. Smitty, thank you for the $8. Targets only 5. Come on, people. Oh, that was target. That was number 1 of 5. Thank you very much. Since I set the goal, I forgot about that, and I forgot to make it moist. Sorry, drunk turtle. Thank you, Smitty. All right. we're on part 3 now, guys. Remember, we want to listen to every detail, figure out if there's any more sleuthing we can do with that. So, Wink says, I was joking, not giving the girl any crap. No, I know. I'm just,
It is. I mean, it is long. It is a lot of stuff. It's a lot of needless information, but it gives context.
Hey, man, I grew up with that. My mom loves to talk. All right, I'm down with this. This is fine. I love long stories. I like to fall asleep to and shit. Unfortunately, I'm at my desk now, so I can't do that. So you're all kind of getting in my way. But let's move on to part 3 of 4. 3 of 4. 3 of 4.
Oh my god! All right,
shut it.
Did Blake Lively's inner circle call me fat? Let's dive into it. Part 2. If you're new here and not sure what's going on,
no.
I almost just replayed part 2, motherfuckers. That would have been so bad. All right, here it is. Here it is.
Lively's inner circle really just call me fat. Part 3. If you haven't watched part 1 and part 2, go watch them and come back here for part 3. Picking up where we left off in part 2, my mom and I had just checked out of the hotel. Everything seemed like kind of normal, except for, the whispers and the commotion was still going on, which is to be expected when there's a celebrity staying there, I guess. Again, her security person was kind of like all over the place. Did notice that, like, he was downstairs when we were eating breakfast, and then we went upstairs, went to our room for a while, got things ready to kind of check out, packed up, came out. Again, he was in the hallway, like near kind of the elevators on his phone, just kind of back and forth having a conversation. We hopped in the elevators, go downstairs, go to, check out at the front desk. And then we're kind of waiting in this little bellhop area for the valet to drive up our car. So as we're checking out at the front desk, just briefly wrapping things up, did notice that the security guard was now all of a sudden downstairs in the lobby. Didn't really think anything of it. Obviously, there's a lot of, people moving, her kids, nannies, whatever was going on that day. The server had made it seem like maybe the meeting that she was having with Joanna Gaines was on Sunday, or maybe, in the next few days or whatever. Not sure how long they were.
So she mentioned something about nannies there.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody commented and said that Blake has claimed not to have nannies. I don't know if you have ever heard that, but that's just a comment that I saw. I can't confirm or deny. But the reading into is a bit much. Okay. Well, like I said, this is somebody's story that we're going to listen to. I forgot what I was saying.
This says, let's see. AI overview says no. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds don't use nannies.
There you go.
They
so they said
prefer to
they
raise
don't, and
their children
apparently
to
she has multiple nannies. So just saying, apparently, allegedly, if this person is correct, she has multiple nannies, which is a lie. She lied at some point about not having nannies. Anyways, Drunkest Turtle, thank you for the $3. We're on 2 of 5, just 3 away from the goal. I'm on painkillers for my back. I need them for this, dude. Guys, be nice to my new friend here, who I haven't spoken to because she won't answer my message. Anyways.
So I just want to say something. There was an article from 2020 where they say they don't have any nannies.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds says that, but then an article from 2024 says that they don't have much help in terms of nannies.
Okay.
So like
Stephanie says lawsuit said there was a nanny in the trailer. So I guess that's old news. Like I said, it was just a comment that I read. So apparently they have since changed their ways and have multiple nannies. Okay. Anyways, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Recite everything back to me from part 1 and 2, and then we'll go on.
Hotel.
So we walk outside. The valet person has our car ready to go. We, walk up to the car, start loading up. And all of a sudden I heard somebody say hi to me, and it sounded like a woman's voice. So I looked up, and shockingly, it was Blake Lively. She said hi to me to get my attention so I would look up at her. And I instinctively just said hi back because, what do you say? She has her phone up recording us. Her and then her security guard comes out. they start circling my mom's car, getting the car on film, the license plates, our faces, everything. Like, just like it all happened so fast. So we were just like, what the heck? So we got in the car. The security guard, I think she maybe passed her phone off to the security guard. My mom said, I wasn't really paying attention because I was like, what the heck is going on right now? Like, what are they doing? And I think she like ran back inside. I don't know where she came from, like where she popped out from. She obviously like was exposing herself to everyone for, just to get us on camera. I don't know like what was happening, but the security guard then like came up on the passenger side and was still recording. And then like he, went back inside. And then we just like left because like, what do you do? It was the weirdest thing ever, most bizarre thing that's ever happened to me. So we make the couple.
Girl, that's the most bizarre thing that ever happened to you. Oof. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's nerve-wracking.
You got a lot of life to live.
Yeah. All right. What do you think about what she just said?
I mean, it sounds to me like they were, number one, trying to troll her. Like she was, treat her like, hey, you want to go and film her? Why don't you see what it feels like to be filmed and have people like, whatever.
Mhm.
And also they probably wanted her information so they could look into her and see, maybe she was hired by Baldoni's team or whatever, who knows? But that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. If I had been her, I think I would have pulled my camera out and filmed that scenario.
Apparently she has a video of her. I don't know if it's just coming into the hotel or what. Apparently she has a video of her that she hasn't posted yet.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, she was tagging like Candace and these larger creators and stuff.
Yeah. It's hard to imagine that if this isn't true, she would go through the trouble of like reaching out to those people, knowing she's already being targeted, if that's even true. I mean, it just seems like a lot to go through if it's not true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back into it.
Hour drive back home, talking about, what just happened. Like, is this even real life? Like, we were like in disbelief that Blake Lively made it a point to come out and say hi to us to get our attention and then record us in our car and our license plates. Like, how freaking weird. Electrolyte break.
Oh my God.
Fast
So she knows she can cut those out.
forward to Monday. Obviously we're still like shook by like what happened. I ended up like sharing this on my story. Just kind of like, the situation. I hadn't put, anything about really like our trip, like hadn't really posted much the whole weekend. Was just trying to kind of like disconnect and, hang out with my mom. But so yeah, I posted this and this is when things got like really weird. So basically I said, like what went down.
So didn't she just say that Blake was hanging out the window and said hi from the window?
I don't know. I wasn't paying that close attention.
I thought that's what she said, but then this post on Instagram says that Blake came out with the security.
Let's see the post. Do you have a link in the private chat?
Well, the one that she has on her screen right now.
Oh, hang on. Let me wait. Okay. In a turn of events this weekend, I added personally pissed off Blake Lively to my celebrity encounters, and she randomly appeared out of the hotel, came up to our car, said hi to me to get my attention, and then recorded my mom and I with her phone as we were checking out this morning before dashing back inside with her security person, and I wish I was kidding. All right. What's the main difference there? You said she was not in the car?
Yeah, I thought that in her recounting of events that we just watched, she said that Blake was like in a window, like high above, and said hi, and then she turned and like looked up. And
Should we move back a minute?
I don't know. Well, let's see what chat thinks.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't matter, but it's like a little. To me, that seemed like a little inconsistency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought Blake was in a car, but then said she was on crutches and she circled the car. No, she said she came out. Okay. I heard Blake came out and said hi before beginning to record.
I just thought she said it was from like her balcony, like from her room window or something like that. Maybe I misheard it.
No, she said she came out. Blake came out to the car. No, she said she went outside. Okay, I think we're
Okay,
good.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm just as confused as
Oh,
you
through
are
her
now.
car window, P. Mahone said.
Okay. Yeah.
and like kind of just like, oh my gosh, like Blake Lively was recording us kind of thing. Then I just shared some more stories like this one, basically saying like, oh, I think like, you know, maybe they were worried that I recorded something that they didn't want me to, or like heard something, or just had information that they didn't want getting out or something like that, just, you know, with me recording. And like, obviously there's a security camera right here, which would have, you know, I was sitting right there in the corner, like probably seen me with my phone up and just, you know, seen that we were sitting there for a few hours, kind of just observing and people watching and, you know, watching what was going on. That's when I noticed that I started getting strange views on my stories, like people that didn't follow me and that like I didn't recognize, like, you know, a bunch of views. Like it wasn't just like one person, you know, maybe had like a mutual connection and somehow found me. I don't know. It was like a bunch of people, and this was the first person I noticed. So it says right there, Hotel GM. So I was like, that's weird. So I was like, I wonder if she's like connected to Hotel 1928 somehow. Searched her on Google, and she came right up on LinkedIn here. So you can see her name there, Hotel General Manager at Hotel 1928. So I was like, what the heck? Like, why is the GM of the hotel looking at my stories? That's when I also noticed that there was incognito accounts that were starting to pop up looking at my stories too. I was like sharing things here and there. You can go look at my Instagram highlight. I've got, you know, everything that I've shared on there saved to a highlight. So you can see kind of like what I was posting. I was just kind of, you know, talking about the case and just things in general, trying to make connections, like things like that. But so these started popping up, viewing my stories, and I was like, this is weird. So I started like hiding them all and blocking these people because I was like, this is super weird. Like, why are these people that I do not know stalking me?
Did she say she had posted any of this on Instagram before they started stalking her?
Yeah, she was posting her Instagram stories and then noticed they were
Okay.
these
So
accounts
some
popped
some
up.
of these are surely people who found it somewhere else, like me. You know what I mean?
It could be, yeah. And I was thinking, like, if they were able to identify her, I wouldn't be surprised if Lively's team asked for her information from the hotel to get her name.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, like,
yeah.
it's probably illegal.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but I mean, so isn't. Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
What?
Nothing. I was going to say lying in a fake contract to have someone not sexual harass you. Never did so, but I don't know. That's just me.
Yes,
I don't
it is.
know. Okay, people keep saying, "What about the crutches?" Okay, what happened with the crutches situation?
I did not hear that part.
Okay. Leave request denied. Okay.
So this was one of the things that I shared on my stories. I just like was looking for, you know, things that I thought were interesting on just Google. So this one says Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds don't use nannies for the 4 children. This looked like it was, you know, this is like a recent thing, recent article or whatever, basically just praising them for not using nannies. And I thought this was so interesting because they were very clearly with nannies on this trip. And their children. And so, yeah, so I posted that, and then what do you know? This person pops up having viewed my stories. So curious, of course, because I didn't know this person. I clicked on her profile.
I'm going to be honest here. Lots of people who don't know you or follow you are going to watch your stories all the time. I mean, it happens to me a lot, and I'm just like random.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to just put that out there.
You're super random, yeah.
I really am.
No.
And it said something about New York, and I was like, no way. Like, she kind of resembled like the nanny, one of the nannies that we saw with the kids. And I was like, there's no way. Like, there's literally no way that Blake Lively's nanny would be looking at my Instagram stories. Sure enough, searched her name on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she's going to be linking all these people to Blake.
Okay, I got a little lost in the sauce there, guys. Wait, what? I actually don't know if I'm using that wordplay properly. Let's. I got a little bit distracted there, guys. Let's put it that way. What was I about to say? Sorry, I saw If she made a post and named or tagged the hotel, is it that far off that someone from the hotel would view her story? No, but like I said, like we just pointed out, she's connecting things here that I did not notice before, but I had the same thought. Also, I saw somebody had said, nannies, like there's nothing wrong with nannies. It's a legitimate occupation. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The thing is, like this person and I, at some point, because of Reddit comments that I saw, were operating on the assumption that Blake said that she didn't have nannies. So that's why that would be a big deal. It's like if she lied about having nannies, but she did not. Okay.
It appears that at a certain point in time, like maybe during COVID, they did not have any nannies, but now that they're out and working again and whatnot, they have hired nannies.
Right. Okay.
This came up right away as public information. Works at nanny, household manager, family assistant. I was like, there is literally no way Blake Lively's nanny is looking at my stories. Then I see this person named Molly Sage pop up on my views. And I was like watching them like a hawk at this point, like just to see like who else was looking at my stories that could possibly be connected to her. So this girl looked at all my stories, and then I noticed like she was gone, like when I went back, but I still had her in like my recent like search history. And so like I couldn't figure out the connection, like hadn't gone to Blake Lively's page or anything like that. I was talking with my friend about it. And then she goes to Blake Lively's page and searches the name, and sure enough, Blake Lively follows her. Then after a quick Google search, my friend found.
Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, so let's go back to just.
No,
I couldn't figure out the connection.
Tiny bit of fact checking. Are you still on Instagram right now?
Yeah.
Can you pull up this account and see if Blake Lively does in fact follow her?
Yeah. The thing I was going to say that I want to see is a screenshot of her viewers of her stories where she's highlighting all these people, because she's just telling us right now that they looked at the story, but she has not provided any evidence that they actually looked at the story. The stories. Okay.
The nanny watching the story is absolutely
Molly's
weird to me. The hotel manager, not so much. Yeah.
Yep. Molly Sage is on there. Account private.
Okay. All right then.
And like hadn't gone to Blake Lively's page or anything like that. I was talking with my friend about it. And then she goes to Blake Lively's page and searches the name, and sure enough, Blake Lively follows her. Then after a quick Google search, my friend found that she is literally Blake Lively's social media person. So this girl was looking at my stories and then blocked me so that I wouldn't know she was looking at my stories.
Oh no! Oh, that got weirder.
Yeah, that's guilty. That's guilty behavior there.
Yeah, I have little doubt in my mind now. Okay. Oh.
See, now I want her to show a screenshot that shows that person actually blocked her.
Well, if she answers my freaking messages, I know I'm not Candace Owens, but I shower and I'm nice.
Like, it's like, I do believe her, but she hasn't shown the actual evidence of them looking at her story. She hasn't showed actual evidence of them blocking her.
That's why I'm trying to talk to her. She's posting stories now, and she still hasn't seen my thing. Oh, Be Better, I guess, followed her back. So now Be Better is going to cover that. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm kind of shit out of luck then. All we got is the TikToks, because once a larger personality gets a hold of this story, it's like, no way they're going to talk to me. So, all right. Anyways. Oh, hey, Omar. What's going on?
Omar.
Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going.
Now, after this, I started getting like really weirded out. Like, what the heck like is going on? I posted this selfie and like I captioned it, I think, Team Justin Forever or something like that. Because at this point I was getting like really like freaked out by what was happening. The fact that Blake Lively's team and Inner Circle was looking at everything I was posting, and
I'm getting freaked out. So I'm going to put that I support the person she's claiming sexually assaulted her.
Wait. What?
She said she posted this story with the caption like Team Justin Forever.
Yeah.
Because she was getting freaked out. I'm like, that's not something you do because you're getting freaked out. That's just kind of a funny train of thought there for her. I'm gonna antagonize all of her people by saying a story with like Team Justin forever.
All right. You lost me again. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Are you listening?
No, I was trying to read the comments. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I know you repeated yourself and everything. Yeah, that was a weird reason to Team Justin. Okay, I did hear that last part. Hashtag Team Justin or whatever. Yeah, me and Omar are the same. And you're so attentive and remember everything. And so whenever Omar and I are streaming together, it's like one of us is talking, the other one is not listening. And now it's like, well, this is more difficult. I don't know what to do here.
Calling you out.
Yeah.
Well, at least chat is hearing things.
Yeah. You have to get on smaller channels to get the story out, and then big channels might pick up the story. Well, it looks like a big channel is gonna pick up the story. That's what I was saying. Hurry and tell the story before someone blocks your videos. They already tried that. They got one removed, and TikTok restored it. So, all right. Anyways, if anybody knows this creator or follows this creator, please tell her to check for Lauren's messages, because Lauren wants to have her on her small YouTube channel. And she showers and she's nice. And I only remember that I said that because someone in the comments posted it.
Then like blocking me so that I wouldn't know. Then all of a sudden, accounts like this start popping up. Team Justin Forever. This one popped up right after I posted that selfie with the caption, Team Justin Forever.
Okay, well, that kind of tracks, right?
Let me see if that's on Instagram.
Uh-huh. Arguably, she showers. Shut up, Omar.
Team Justin Forever. That's not there anymore. No account.
Well, look, 0 posts, 0 followers. So
Yeah, I mean, they could have
listen to what
deleted
she, yeah,
like,
let's
you
listen
know,
to what she
maybe,
has to
but
say.
I was curious to see, because on Instagram accounts you can check and see how many times, like I know it says it's a new account, but you can see how many times the name has been changed on the account.
I didn't know
So
that.
that's always interesting info to look for
I actually did not know that.
when you were
Okay.
sleuthing.
I don't sleuth, bro.
Oh,
I
I'll
just
do it
talk
for you.
about shit. Yeah. All right.
And taints.
Yeah. God, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no, Omar said arguably she showers. Omar last night was like, I was gonna go on Omar's stream if I could stay awake, but I had gone to the dispensary yesterday and I haven't partaken in a while, and so I was just like too baked. I was like, Omar, I'm a vegetable. And then he was like, "Are you safe?" And he was asking me these questions. I was like, "I'm in bed. Like, what do you mean? Am I safe?" And then so he was like, "Just don't go outside naked." And I'm sitting here thinking, like, I said I'm on bath. I smoked some weed. I'm not on bath salts. And then I can't remember what he said. He said, like, Omar said, it's something I would do. And then I responded, well, it's not indecent exposure. If your dick is so small, it's not visible. Anyways, Omar, say hi to your dad for me. All right, let's keep going.
And they started looking at all my stories, and then I would like block one and another one would pop up, and they were clearly like harassing and stalking me. Then this is when things get really.
Can I ask, why is that harassing? Is what I want to know.
I mean, it's a very light form of harassment, I guess.
I mean, why is it harassing though? Like, I just want to be practical here. Like, I'm not saying it's not weird. I'm just saying why
I think it's because she posted hashtag Team Justin Forever, and then that they were like trolling her by making Team Justin Forever account.
I think that's. I'm gonna say, to be honest, I think that's pretty unlikely. I think it's more likely that there are people out there who are following this case very closely and obsessively so. Most of them are on TikTok. But, so, you know, people on Instagram making accounts, changing names of accounts, it's not that unlikely to me, to be honest. I'm just going to question the... No, I'm not saying she's not being honest. I think, like, you know, obviously she thinks that's what's happening. They're harassing her by doing that. I'm just saying there could be an alternate explanation, I guess, that nobody's intentionally lying or anything like that. But I'm just saying there could be an alternate explanation as to why somebody with those usernames is following her now, especially after she put this out there. I think people jump on this shit really quickly.
Yeah, and I mean, she has no proof that they're behind it, but I get what the picture she's trying to paint. Also, this user, I can't find this user. Ezra0870. I don't see them on Instagram. And I checked user 250, and there's someone named user 250, but his name is Frank.
Well, maybe this is Frank.
And the name of the account has never been changed, and it was established in 2013.
Yeah. Redondo Beach, thank you for your 1 month of membership. Feel better. I feel fine. What? Huh? Anyways. Moving on, guys. It's like there are so many little things that point to credibility in this story, and then there's like some things that are kind of like maybe I don't know,
far-fetched.
But so far, I want to say she's believable. I just think that she includes a lot of details that I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with your outlook on that, but I don't think you're lying.
Interesting. This user popped up, and I noticed it said user 250 right there instead of like a name. So as if like the person changed it so that it would be hidden. So she looks at my stories, and again, same thing as the Molly Sage girl. Looks through all my stories. I see because I'm like actively watching it, and then she blocks me. Do a quick Google search with the username. Pops up Ezra Hudson. I was like, okay, like barely any followers, like a dog account, like whatever.
Did you try that?
Ezra Hudson is an attorney
I
for
just
Blake
looked on
Lively
Instagram
and
and Google.
Sorry. I had myself muted. I was saying, no way, that can't be real. Wait, is that real? Is that
what?
Okay, let's move back a second because that's kind of a big deal.
Is what real? This person
selfie, and like I captioned it, I think Team Justin Forever or something like that. Because at this point I was getting like really like freaked out by what was happening. The fact that Blake Lively's team and Inner Circle was looking at everything I was posting and then like blocking me so that I wouldn't know. Then all of a sudden, accounts like this start popping up. Team Justin Forever. This one popped up right after. Then this is when things get really interesting.
Oh, here,
this
pause
user
it.
popped up, and I noticed it said.
Okay, so here, if you can share your screen and Google this.
Okay.
And if you can show everyone.
I can. I just want to search it for a second.
And then it's that first Instagram account, and if you open that, it says page not found.
Okay, Ezra Hudson.
But we're covering the text.
Huh? Oh, we're
People
covering.
can't see it,
My
yeah.
bad, guys. I keep forgetting to put my head there. Hang on. Nope, that's not it. There we go. I'll zoom in a little bit.
So it's that top one.
Yeah. Okay. This one?
Yep.
It's for 280. 200 plus followers, 74 posts, 205 followers. Hang on. Yeah, because this one says 74 posts, 206 followers. So yeah, it's definitely the same. Sorry, this page isn't available. Interesting. Okay.
So they deleted their account since she made this video.
Well, all right then.
Oh, you got a super chat.
Oh, hang on. One sec. Redondo Beach, thank you for the $5. Put one of those pain pills in a message in a bottle. LOL, I have horrific bone pain. Scan. Oh no, can't come out soon enough. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Tilted Lawyer, thank you for the $20, Omar. Lauren, this is the gayest stream you've ever done. You don't watch my channel very much, do you? Thank you, Omar. You're weird. Let me put there we go. Okay. Let's keep watching.
Right there, instead of like a name. So as if like the person changed it so that it would be hidden. So she looks at my stories, and again, same thing as the Molly Sage girl. Looks through all my stories. I see because I'm like actively watching it, and then she blocks me. Do a quick Google search with the username. Pops up Ezra Hudson. I was like, okay, like barely any followers, like a dog account, like whatever. Ezra Hudson is an attorney for Blake Lively in the legal battle between Lively and her It Ends With Us co-star, Justin Baldoni.
Will you pause it for a second or skip?
Yeah.
Yeah, still the thing is that we still have not seen screenshots of them looking at her stories.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the only thing that's like the actual proof. Like she could have Googled and found all of these people
Mm-hmm.
and found their
For
Instagram
Blake
accounts.
Lively in the legal
That would be an incredible amount of
User
time to
change.
waste.
I mean,
on
it
this
would.
shit.
But you know what? Like, if you don't have the proof that they actually looked at the stories,
No,
or the
oh no,
proof that
I
they
gotcha. I
blocked
gotcha.
you, it's just like I'm just trying to be what's the word? Fair.
Yeah, you know, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just trying to see. God, this girl not messaged me back. I've never been invested in this a woman messaging me back this much before. Honestly, please, just tell me the truth. What happened here? All right. So
I
we're
need
pretty
to
much
know.
we're on the last part now. That was the end of part
of
3.
Ezra Hudson. I was like, okay. We're wrapping up part 3. As always, like and follow for part.
Okay, where we get the part 4. This is the last part, guys. Part 404 here. Oh, it's still 10 minutes long, but hang on. We can do this. It's fine.
Did Blake Lively's inner circle really just call me fat? Part 4. If you're new here, go watch part 1, 2, and 3, and then come back here for part 4. We left off talking about how Blake Lively's attorney, Ezra Hudson, was one of the people that were looking at my stories and then blocked me so that I wouldn't see. So at this point, I was getting kind of freaked out and quite frankly angry and annoyed at what they were doing. So I had previously deleted this selfie because I was like, whatever, it said Team Justin Forever, like not really relevant. Then I ended up reposting it, as you can see here, basically saying, so in case you don't know, Blake Lively played Lady Pool in her husband Ryan Reynolds movie, Deadpool. And there's a whole thing with that. Basically, her character, Lady Pool, shoots and kills Nice Pool, who is supposedly portraying Justin Baldoni. So that's a whole thing. Go look into it if you don't know about that. But so basically, you know, like her and her mean girl crew were lurking and making fun of me. Like clearly these are people who are very close to Blake Lively. I would not be surprised if they were, you know, sitting right next to her and showing her all of this that's going on, and she had a say in this about what they were saying and doing.
I don't know. Like I said, a lot of people, not just this person, a lot of people, I feel like regarding this high interest story, have become a little bit, I want to say paranoid, not in a way that I'm trying to insult anyone, but I do really feel like there's a lot of accusations going around, or people thinking this person's paid, that person's paid, this person's a bot, that person's a bot. No, there are just people who will come across your story even if you're like a nobody with 4 followers. Like it's a public story, and there are people who you know, will disagree with you or will be pro Blake or whoever, if you're pro Justin or vice versa. And that's just because those people are out there in the world.
Yeah.
And I think we're putting way too much stock into the you know, ex-CIA PR guy. And like, yeah, no doubt the guy can, you know, do some serious damage to Justin's reputation or whatever with his position and his experience. No doubt he could work to sway some of the public in Blake and Ryan's favor because he's obviously decent at his job. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been the CIA. And so I want to say, you know, yes, it can be very efficient, I'm sure, but there are just going to be random accounts that watch your story. There are just going to be random people who leave me angry comments on my YouTube channel. It's not a conspiracy. It's just there are assholes out there, or not even assholes, just people who don't believe the same things that we believe. And I personally, I think every opinion is welcome here, as long as nobody's like attacking each other, harassing each other in the chat or anything like that, whatever, you know? But I just want to say, you know, it's not always a conspiracy, basically. LH, ladies, let the girl talk already. Well, I mean, you can go directly to her TikTok page if you don't want to hear us talk on my YouTube channel, which is a really strange kind of strategy, if you ask me. Yeah. Okay. We'll finish watching this though.
So, anyways, reposted the selfie and I put basically called them out because I, picked up on what they were doing. So they were naming their stalking pages after like what I was posting, basically. So then after I reposted that selfie, this account popped up, Fat and Not Fabulous. And so at all of these accounts, basically the only reason that I was finding them is because they were purposely like looking at my stories. Obviously, some of them wanted to, remain like incognito, like the lawyer and Molly Sage, because they
Fat and Not Fabulous. She found my OnlyFans.
got it.
Wait, does it say Fat and Not
Stories.
Fabulous 2.0?
And looking at my views.
Huh? Is it? I can't see. I see two S's at the
Two
end. I can't really
S's.
see. Yeah.
Let me see if they've changed.
But this was like uncalled for. Like, seriously, you're gonna call me fat? Like, really? After you just put in your complaint against Justin Baldoni something about a comment he made about your weight, which supposedly happened, which probably did not happen. But yeah, so it marked it as spam, and then every time I saw one of these, I would block it. So then after that post on my stories, this account looked at my stories, all of them. And again, it popped up as like potential spam. Mommy vacay married on 11/11/23.
Okay, this is the last I'm going to say this. I have to put someone in timeout right now. Please let her get to her points. Okay, you come to somebody's YouTube channel because you want to listen to them talk and listen to their takes and listen to their content. Like at this point, oh my God, did my thing just break? Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Okay, good. My page just crashed. Anyways, guys, I have been threatened before with a copyright suit for covering and doing commentary on another creator's content like we're doing right now for tens of thousands of dollars that I don't have on my fucking birthday. And that was just 4 months ago, less than 4 months ago. So no, you're going to hear me stop and talk because not only do I, want to talk because it's my YouTube channel and that's why I'm doing this, but also because I don't want to get fucking sued. So deal with it or don't. Go away. All right. Thank you, Steph.
Wait, also, by the way, this account is still active on Instagram.
Okay, good to know. All right. We got about 7 minutes left. We're good, guys.
Created March 2025.
So if you don't know, my wedding date was 11/11/23. And the reason for our stay on our reservation with the hotel was like a mother-daughter, mommy-daughter vacation. I'm not sure exactly what words my mom had put on there, but this made it very clear that the Hotel 1928 staff had given all of our personal information to Blake and her team, and they were now using this against me as like a scare tactic or, whatever. But this was very clearly now like bullying and harassment from Blake Lively and her team. So in this, I mentioned like, do they not realize that these accounts can be traced back to them? Because that is a very easy thing to come out. So there's a couple things that you can do to kind of get information about an account. You can click the 3 dots, and I think it says about this account. It'll tell you the month and the year that the account was made. And then also, if it's just made, like brand new within the last few days, it'll show that new mark right there. So, that's information that you can find out about the account. And then also, of course, like Instagram would know what phone number or email address the accounts are linked to. And this could be, subpoenaed in court, whatnot, all that. And found out and very clearly linked back to her team. And likely the people doing this, I imagine Blake Lively herself is not doing this on her phone.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm assuming Lauren's stuff has crashed and she's just relaunching. So what do you guys in the chat think? Do you think this is legit? Oh, hey.
Yeah, my browser just crashed, man.
Huh.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know exactly what minute we were at, but I can get back to that last part. Hold on. Let me play it
Minute
for you. So you can
172.
I mean, just about right. Yeah. Yeah, that was very strange. I don't know, like, at what point did I, like, freeze and go out or
You
what?
did, yeah. You
Okay.
were just looked
Hot?
contemplative,
Yeah.
like
Hot.
yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And she
Thanks.
was cutting in and out with sounds.
Better than with knives, I guess.
I don't really know how that all works. Make a TikTok, like share your
Okay. We went through Fat and Fab, Not Fabulous 2.0, not yet, right?
No, but I found that one, and that one's still active too.
Okay. So we're at.
so you know
this was the
that's
one, right? Mommy. Big. Okay.
Yep.
information that you can find out about the account. And then also, of course, like Instagram would know what phone number or email address the accounts are linked to. And this could be, you know, subpoenaed in court, whatnot, you know, all that. And found out and very clearly linked back to her team. And likely the people doing this, I imagine Blake Lively herself is not doing this from her phone. If she was, that would be, you know, a whole nother level. Like Blake Lively personally bullying and harassing me for recording her in a public hotel. But I have a feeling it's likely the, you know, PR people, social media people that have the time on their hands to be doing this. Like this is literally their job to like attack people that are, you know, maybe going against Blake Lively in this case. But anyways, so shared this because like this should be like an obvious thing to people. Like if you're going to make fake accounts, they can be linked to you. So then this account pops up, views my stuff again, same deal. Looks at all my stories, and then, you know, I just block them after I see them pop up. Blocked moi. So, and then I put, is this their exit from harassment? Like they got the memo. Like I know what they're doing. I know that they're bullying and harassing me and calling me fat. And like making fun of what I'm posting and, you know, trying to scare me, whatever the goal is here. I don't really know what exactly they were trying to accomplish by doing all this. I am literally a nobody. Blake Lively is a very, very
That's how I feel about things. I'm like, why is anyone taking the time out of their day?
famous person. I have no connection with Justin Baldoni. I have no connection with any of these people. I literally am just a random girl. Like, I don't understand why they are targeting me and going after me with this stuff. So then I wake up this morning. So today's Tuesday, and you know, so many people have said like, you got to make a TikTok, like share your story. Like people need to know. People were talking about Candace Owens and Justin Baldoni's PR people, Melissa Nathan, Jennifer Abel, all of that. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. I didn't even have a TikTok, made a TikTok. These are my first ever TikToks on here. So, you know, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm sharing my story. I'm sure these tactics are being used. If they're using on like me, a random person, they are likely being used against Justin Baldoni too. The team, different people on, you know, in her inner circle making these accounts because, you know, like I feel like you can only make so many accounts. Like I don't really know how that all works with like phone numbers and email addresses, but I would think that you can only make so many accounts. Also, you know, maybe if that account was linked to them, like maybe that would, you know, be something relevant in the case with Justin Baldoni and his team.
So is that what we're saying? Like one of the fake accounts is what called her fat?
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
I gotta tell you the truth, guys. I don't know if those things are related.
Yeah, I mean, it could be literally anyone. It could be
Yeah.
one of her friends trolling her. She could have made it herself. We don't have the subpoenaed information for the.
I've not yet filed for a pre-litigation subpoena. Yeah. So that's Rody Doe says, Lauren, you need merch. Oh, I have merch at the Shopify link in my video descriptions. I'll show it to you after we're done here. But also one more second. Thank you, Taylor. I don't know if it's Taylor or Taylor, but thank you for the $20. Love listening to you talk more, and that's why most of us are here. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. It's always nice to hear that. So, anyways, I don't. I'm very skeptical of that just because of the sheer number of bots that are on the internet. Like, let's just think about it. Like, it might not actually be anyone linked to this at all. I no doubt that like some weird shit happened based on what she's saying. It actually happened in person and stuff like that. And then there were some connections to accounts, faceless accounts that kind of made sense. However, a lot of this sounds like it's just very coincidental, or just like a bot fucking around or something,
Right.
or like a troll or a guy she rejected or something.
It could
you know
be,
what I mean?
yeah, literally anyone.
Yeah. I don't think that. I wouldn't look at this and say for sure like this is definitely connected to the situation with Blake Lively.
It could be. There's just
Yeah.
no evidence to support it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say she's not lying, guys. I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying she might be incorrect.
She's reaching conclusions that she doesn't actually have solid evidence to prove.
Right. So that's kind of, I don't know. But like I said, I believe that, some of the stuff she described happened. Just, I think that she's misinterpreting. So this is, this looks like a monetization attempt via views. Well, the thing about that is, like she said, these are her first posts on TikTok. Like, she's not a TikTok influencer. She doesn't make money off of TikTok. To do that, you have to meet a threshold over like a certain amount of time with a certain amount of viewers and hours and stuff like that. Like, there's nothing to gain from this really, monetarily or anything like that, because she's not, like I said, like she's not a TikTok influencer. So what would she really get out of it? So yeah.
Stephanie B said she didn't show us photos of her at the hotel.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's why I keep trying to say, like, you want to come on the show, but she hasn't answered yet. And she, like I said, whoever it was, something B, followed her back on TikTok just now. And that they're probably going to cover that. And then I'm sure she'll go on their show. And then also Candace, I know they were all tagging Candace, so she'll probably maybe go talk to Candace or show Candace the evidence. But if not, if anybody's on TikTok and follows this creator, please tell her, hey, Lauren, the YouTuber who you don't know and nobody knows, wants to have you on her show. So she can, show us. So that'd be cool.
I don't have TikTok, but what is her name? I was going to look on Instagram.
Yeah, one sec. It's, hang on. Let me pull up her whole profile here. Yeah, this is literally all she has. So,
okay. Okay, I found her.
Kaleid with.
Yep, got it.
Okay. Let me see. There really are. I think there are some, people following her. Again!
What was that?
Wait, could you hear me?
I could hear again or something like that.
I said I've screamed, I'm freezing again.
Oh my god, yes. We heard the very end of that.
Oh, well, you missed the important part. That's good. Okay. Let me see.
When did she say this happened?
Oh my god.
It was this
my
past
god.
weekend?
It's fucking TikTok that keeps doing it. Hang on. Browser can't access your screen. What the fuck? Okay. Guys, it's the CIA. The CIA has me here. Let me do this. I'll turn off the stream on Twitter because I'm multicasting for the first time. Let me turn this off on Twitter or something.
That's probably why then.
See if that helps. Okay. And then we'll watch the rest of this video since I can't pull up the other screen. But you guys saw her username and all that, right?
Because they literally named it Team Justin Forever. And then we're like trolling and stalking and harassing and bullying people that were on his side. So anyways, did a little more digging today. Saw this account, Fat and Not Fabulous 2.0. Again, another, new account. And down there, I showed how you can see like when they joined. So March 2025. So this was another one of these accounts. And then I also noticed that the Ezra attorney, Blake Lively's attorney, deleted her account like completely. After I shared yesterday that she was looking at my stories and called her out, her account is now completely gone from Instagram. So my takeaways from this whole situation are that Blake Lively and her team will do anything necessary to protect her image. Clearly, she has people on her team or around her that are, like truly mean people, truly bad people. And this is just like mind blowing to me that like a celebrity and the people around her and like her lawyer, her nannies, like, you know, her social media person, people that she follows and she has a connection with would like stoop so low for just like an average person, like that's, you know, no involvement in this case at all, aside from, you know, now what's happened. And you know, it's just truly wild. So that is everything up to this point that has gone down. If you have any questions, if there's things you want to know, please leave a comment. Let me know. Also, tag any influencers, public figures that might have an interest in any of this, that could potentially, you know, use this information to help Justin, because at this point, it is very clear to me who is in the right and who is in the wrong. And I just want to say to Hotel 1928, you sharing our personal information with Blake Lively and her team, completely unethical, completely uncalled for. I don't know the extent of what is going on behind the scenes, but it's not okay. And shame on you all. This whole experience has been so eye-opening for me and everyone around me, because this is just something that we never, ever imagined would happen. I've been in touch with people in the PR world about this on Justin's team. I've reached out to Candace Owens, would love to share my story.
Wait, hold on. When she says in touch with people, does she mean like she messaged them, or?
She probably just means that she reached out.
Okay, I was about to say, that'd be kind of a thing. And if so, I think they would tell you not to post this, to be honest.
Right.
Because that would be kind of important to keep under wraps and maybe, you know, use in an appropriate context. Anyways, let's
sharing
listen again
to help Justin, because at this point it is very clear to me who is in the right and who is in the wrong. And I just want to say to Hotel 1928, you sharing our personal information with Blake Lively and her team, completely unethical, completely uncalled for. I don't know the extent of what is going on behind the scenes, but it's not okay. And shame on you all. This whole experience has been so eye-opening for me and everyone around me, because this is just something that we never, ever imagined would happen. I've been in touch with people in the PR world about this on Justin's team. I've reached out to Candace Owens, would love to share my story more, because I think that this needs to be heard. This is relevant to the case. Her tactics, her team's tactics, what is happening behind closed doors is not okay. I would love to share more. I have lots of thoughts, lots of theories, have some other articles and stuff that I found that I have information on just by sitting in a public place and watching all this unfold. But if you have any questions, again, leave them for me. I will do my best to answer. And thank you all for watching.
Okay. So some of that's just, it's not adding up to me.
Yeah, she said she has theories. So I think she like already shared theories because she didn't share evidence to support them as fact.
Yeah, or the screenshots of them watching her story and shit like that.
Exactly. That's the one thing. If you're gonna, that's the one big thing to me. Like, you can go find those accounts if you want. Again, like you said, it would be a lot of work to like find out who all those people were and what their accounts were. But
even if they're their accounts, you know.
Right. But the big thing is to show the screenshots of them watching it, if that's what you say happened.
Right. Or at least a video of her walking into the hotel or whatever. When she says
and I mean, that's even separate to me from, like, I mean, it seems very plausible Blake could have been staying there because she knows the people. She's like obsessed with the people, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that to me is separate from her talking about this social media stuff.
Mm-hmm. I want to say this story is not made up. Let's put it this way.
No, I don't think it's made up either.
No,
but
no.
It's like, if you're gonna make that claim, like, you gotta have like all the receipts.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of people kind of making these assumptions or claims, and like I said, being a little paranoid. So if stuff like this is happening and you're like reaching out to the PR people and Justin's team and stuff like that, I'm gonna say, like, if some random person at a random setting, not related to anyone involved in this case whatsoever. It feels slighted by Blake Lively. To be honest, it's not going to help the lawsuit at all.
No, it's not. It's not going to touch
No.
the lawsuit.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that that's not, if this whole story does turn out to be 100% true, it's not to say it doesn't matter. It's just to say I don't think that this is a thing that's really related to the court case at all. So
Yep.
I just want to put that out there. She could have said in a few minutes, not a series of 4, I'm making money videos. Okay. People think she's making money off this. I doubt it, because she's, like I said, she's got, how many TikTok followers does she have? I don't know. I can't pull up TikTok. It'll crash my freaking screen again. It was not that many. Like 700 something, even after posting these, like, and these were her first videos. So,
And on Instagram, she has under 2,500 followers.
yeah, and she's been on there for a while. So, I don't think it's a money thing. I don't. Yeah, because like at the end of the day, you put yourself out there like this, and if you're lying, you open yourself up to lawsuits. If you have like a malicious intent to defame a public figure or whatever, which if this were a lie, then it would be seemingly a decent case for defamation.
It'd be really dumb for her to do this if she had no evidence of any of this happening.
It all comes down to opinion and like free expression of opinion. I feel like at the very end, especially with the accounts and stuff like that, it's just like subjective. As far as the beginning goes, she didn't say anything that could really get her in trouble. I don't feel like when it came to the hotel stuff, it was just kind of like, oh, we saw her, we were recording her, and then she alleges that Blake did, like record her back and stuff like that. And, at that point, it's just like, well, that's not really, no one committed a crime here. Not this girl, not Blake. I mean, it would be odd behavior for sure if Blake Lively started recording someone, but it's not illegal. So yeah. Somebody says, I do think she had an interaction, but the other conclusions seem far-fetched. Yeah. Only thing I truly find strange is the nanny viewing the page, if that is even Blake's nanny. I have no information whatsoever on who Blake, has for a nanny, so I couldn't really tell you. But like I said, and especially when you pointed out the hotel stuff and the owner and them being friends, and it's an hour and a half away from Austin, it definitely adds up that she was like staying at that hotel. That makes sense to me. She saw her coming to the hotel. I think that she should, honestly, if she has the video that she says she has of her in the hotel, then she should probably post that just for some credibility. And it's not on her Instagram. She hasn't posted any pictures of her and her mom or her at the hotel. Stephanie B, thank you for the $5. I don't feel like my time was wasted on her because I love you. I love you too. Thank you for being on. Also, Sir Crazy says, I asked her to reach out to you, Lauren, and she responded, no worries. What does that even mean? I don't understand. She's obviously reading her messages. So now I'm kind of questioning that again. She's reading her messages. And she wants to go on Candace Owens. And she will answer random strangers like Stir Crazy here. But she...
That's weird.
I mean, yeah. It's pretty weird.
Has she read your message? Can you see?
No, I wouldn't show. We're not following each other, so there's no way it would show me. But still, interesting. Wait, what do you mean it's not her? My bad, I read it wrong? What do you mean? You read what wrong, sir? I don't know what's happening here.
P. Mahone had a interesting comment there.
I think the Blake team was going through her Instagram to make sure she wasn't sharing pics of Reynolds kids. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean that would maybe make sense. I had a rough day. Someone named oh my
Oh. You're freezing again. You're totally 100% frozen. Oh, well, there we go. So it seems like the general consensus is that probably she was at the same hotel as Blake. Probably she saw Blake. Possible the swarming around her car thing happened. but that there's just no evidence to support. It could be true, but there's no evidence to support that those accounts come from Blake's team.
Yeah, there's a lot of I have a lot of questions. Anyway, Stir Crazy said, I don't know if you saw it, but somebody named No Worries liked it. Like Stir Crazy, dude, you just made me question the object story.
So funny.
All right, we'll play the. That is not what I'm trying to play, is it? Hang on. Nope, that's me. We don't want to play that. That's me on Twitter. Nope, not that either. I want to play the TLDR, the 1 minute TLDR she did, and then we'll go to bed. And when I say we, I mean me alone. Please do not follow me.
I'm in her other room right now.
That's my butthole. Okay. Anyways, here's the short version, the 1 minute version.
Okay.
Oh, did it crash? Oh my god. Oh my god.
We're staying at
Your computer is like, not again.
Okay.
Blake Lively and her team were staying there as well after South by Southwest in Austin on Friday night. We found this out from all the hotel staff. Ended up recording her coming into the hotel lobby. We were just hanging out, people watching. Her team caught wind of this, I believe. Maybe saw me recording her on the security camera. Did not like this. Thought maybe I recorded something they didn't want out there, didn't want me to see, whatever. Next morning, we kind of were being followed by her security guard a little bit on the way out, checking out of the hotel. Blake Lively herself comes out, starts recording us, says hi to get us to look up at her, circles our car, gets the car information, license plates, all that. Online harassment started the next day. Her lawyer, her social media person, her nanny were looking at my story.
Lauren's computer has had it with this girl. So I think this TLDR is great. And if you tell anyone about this story, tell them just to listen to that. Oh my god. Lauren's computer says no more. Can't take it.
All right. So my Wi-Fi connection cannot withstand this stupid multicasting. That no, it's I've never multicast before, and this is the only time this has ever happened, so I'm pretty sure that's why.
Yeah.
The FBI is interfering with Lauren's stream. Why would the female body inspector bother with me? I don't want to touch anyone.
Ooh.
Whoa. Anyways, we did reach the super chat goal, guys. So I said I would comment something embarrassing, I think, on a YouTuber stream is what I said I would do. We have to pick a famous YouTuber. So I'm going to put a poll. I'm going to put a poll on my, let's do this, on my channel post page, and then you guys can vote for who you want me to troll a little bit. Hang on.
Omar is live.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
What's he talking about?
He doesn't, it's, let me see what her name is again. It's a 14-year-old indigenous girl who was found deceased.
Well, that's kind of a bummer. Thanks.
It is, but he only has like 17 approximately people in there right now.
Oh, damn.
Are you frozen again? Oh my god. Well, if you guys want to go to Omar's, he's called the Tilted Lawyer. I can't send anyone there, but I will share the link. Hey. Are you there? Hello? Oh my god. All right. Here's the link to Omar's. Send Omar some bacon if you guys head over there. I know it sounds like a pretty depressing story, but it's an important story to cover. They don't know who took this girl and did what they did to her. They found only partial remains, and they don't think that the thing happened where they found those. So it's like it's a really interesting story. Are you gonna try to come back on, Lauren? And I don't know who else is live. Maybe you guys can share some names in the chat if you're still here. Shield Maiden, she said that she was filming Blake, and then that she has a video of Blake like entering the hotel, something like that, and that but she hasn't released it yet.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Guys, I'm back. That was really irritating. Wow. I can't stay on for much longer because I'm afraid that's going to happen again. I need to update my stuff and also my computer stuff and also in this multicast thing because it is going horribly wrong towards the end here. Luckily, it didn't really act up like that. Can you guys please like this video for me before you leave? But luckily, it didn't act up like that during most of the stream. So at least not that I noticed. Anyways. Okay, guys, do me a huge favor. I'm sending you guys over to my friend Omar, the Tilted Lawyer, who's been on my stream a couple times covering this case. Please send him lots of bacon and robots and love, and tell him Lauren sent you. What's up? I heard you gasp. What do you want?
No, it was starting to happen again.
Oh, no. Did you hear what I said, though?
Yes, we heard it.
Are you lying?
No.
How do I know this is you and not the
Bacon and
AI?
robots?
This could be the AI right now.
Sending to Tilted Lawyer, Bacon and Robots.
Yeah. Send the Bacon Robots to my friend Tilted Lawyer. I'm going to redirect you to him right now. Thank you very much, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, please go fuck yourself. So, all right. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.